Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today in this video, we'll show you how to use the WP SMTP plugin to send mails from a contact form that we created in our previous videos so that when a user submits a contact form on our website, an email is sent to our email account to notify us. For that, we'll be following these steps. So firstly, we'll install and activate the WP SMTP plugin. Then we'll create a free business email ID connected to our web host and obtain the necessary credentials such as SMTP host, port, username, password, etc. Then we'll set up the mail section in our CF7 contact form to generate customized and more engaging mails. Lastly, we'll do a demo form submission from our website to check if everything works as expected. So let's get started. To install the plugin, go to your WordPress dashboard, then click on Plugins, and then Add New Plugin. In the search bar, type WP SMTP. Then click on Install Now to install the plugin. And activate it. As you can see, our WP SMTP plugin has been installed and activated, so our first step is complete. Now coming to our second step, we'll need a business email ID which is connected to our web host and website. If you already have that, you can skip to the next chapter. But if you don't have one, don't worry, I'll show you how to create a free business email ID that's connected to your website. For that, log in into your cPanel and click on Email Accounts. And then on the right side, click Create and type the username for your email ID. Then scroll down and generate the password. And click Create. Now, as you can see, your email ID has been created. Now, click on Check Email to log into your email account. Check the Open My Inbox When I Login box and you can view your inbox now. Now that we are done with creating the business email ID, we'll go to the WordPress dashboard and click on WP SMTP. Here you will see a form that we need to fill. In the From Email box, type the name of the email address you just created. And in the From Name box, you need to type the name that you want to show on the top when an email is sent from your website. I'll keep it as my website's name. And also, I'll leave the other settings as they are. If you scroll down a little bit, you'll see that we have a list of options available for the email provider. Now, since we are using the business email ID which is connected to our web host and website, we'll use the other SMTP mailer option. Now, we again need to fill this form. We can get the SMTP information from the email account we just created. For that, we need to go to our email account and then click on Webmail Home and scroll down and click on Configure Mail Client. Scroll down and here you'll find all the information that we need to fill. You can just copy this information from here and paste it in the boxes here. After filling all the information, change the encryption to SSL and then click on Save Settings to save the connection settings. Now, our second step is also completed. Now we'll send a test email to check if our SMTP host connection was set up correctly or not. For that, we'll go to the WP Mail SMTP section and then click on Tools. And here we can send a test email to check our SMTP connection. In the Send to box, I'll write the business email address we just created and then click on the Send Email button. As you can see, I got the message success. So I'll go to my email account to check if I got the email or not. As you can see, I got the email with the message, "Congrats, test email was sent successfully." So it means our SMTP host connection is valid. We need to set up our SMTP settings before we send emails because when an email is sent, it's transferred over the internet from one server to another using SMTP. In our case, we are using our web host to send mails from our website. Now let's move to our third step, which is setting up the mail section of our CF7 contact form that we created in our previous videos so that we can send customized email from our website. For that, you need to go to your WordPress dashboard and then click on Contact. Then you need to go to Contact Form and click on the Mail section, and here you'll find a form. In the To box, you need to write the email address you want to send the email to. For example, you can write the email address containing your site domain you just created, which is contact@wpipractice.com, or you can write the email address containing any other domain name. You can even write a Gmail account here. I'm going to write my personal Gmail account here. In the From box, you need to provide the email address that you want to use to send emails from your website. Here I'll be adding the business email address that we created earlier. In the Subject box, you need to add the information that you need to display as the subject of your email. You can use any of the tags available on your form in your subject. Here, I'll be using the your name and the company name tags available on my form. I want my subject to display as the user's name and then from and then his company name. In the additional headers section, you can add a variety of fields. For example, you can add a reply to field and give it the value as your email, which is the email of the person who will be submitting the form on your website. In the message body, you need to provide the details that you want to show in the body of the email you will be receiving. I'll keep the from and subject details as they are and change the message body. I'll add all the form tags to my message body. I'll also add labels to each tag to make my email look clean and elegant. And then we'll save the settings to update the mail settings of our form. Moving on to the last step, now I'll do a demo form submission from my website to check if I'm receiving mails or not. But before doing that, remember to remove the Keep Mail On code snippet from the additional settings of your contact form, which was set up earlier to avoid errors. Now I'll quickly go to my site and fill my contact form. And submit it. So I received the message that my contact form information has been sent. So now I'll go to my email account and check if I received the email. So as you can see, I have received the email from my site, and it contains all the information that I added in my form. So this marks the completion of our last step also.